Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Guys, we're going to do something a little bit different today. First of all, you're actually looking down in my lap because I'm playing a handheld today. This is called the Kinhank, and it's a nice little handheld. It's got a D-pad, got your analog sticks, got your buttons right here, and of course it has like your L1, L2, and R1, R2 triggers in the back. A little cramped, but overall a great little handheld console, perfect for whenever you're just like, out and about doing stuff or waiting at the airport or whatever the case may be. Anywhere you have a little extra time, you can take this with you, and it makes a great portable device, of course. So I'm also sorry I'm talking kind of quiet and a little soft. It's because my this is where I'm at. It's 3 in the morning, so I slept during the day, so I'm not very tired right now. And so my kiddos are asleep just in the next room, so I'm trying to be a little quiet if I can. But just to go through it, guys, as you see, it's got all these great games on here. And keep in mind, I bought this already preloaded. It did not have all these games. I did not install any of these games. It was all preloaded when I got it. So keep that in mind. I haven't added any ROMs or anything to it. It just has a ton of games on here. As you'll see, the title, and below it in red, it shows you how many games are in each of those consoles. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's actually very crazy. NES has almost 900 titles. There's even the Famicom Disk System games, which is crazy. That's kind of a rarity. You don't see very much. Game Boy, Famicom, Super Nintendo, Super NES Hacks. Got some Hacks version games on here. Virtual Boy, N64, Game Boy Color. I mean, guys, as you see, it's got a ton of stuff. So, and apologize, the screen looks way better than what you're seeing, guys. On my phone, on this video I'm recording, it looks a little washed out and the colors are a little weird. Trust me, in hand, it looks absolutely amazing. The quality is phenomenal. I'm very impressed with how it looks. So, anyways, we're going to do a playthrough with Mortal Kombat 1 today on the Super Nintendo. So we got to go all the way back around. There we go. It's already on the right screen, so Mortal Kombat. Our goal, as always, is to do a single credit playthrough. Let's see if we can do that. I know that looks white, but trust me, it's very booming yellow. If you could see it in hand, it looks great. I think it's turned up all the way. That's the only complaint about this I have, guys, other than the stiff controls, is the volume. It doesn't get very loud. Hopefully that's good enough for you guys. The options are already set the way they need to be for the controls. Today we're going to use subs. Again, just a sample playthrough so you guys can see how this thing, runs Mortal Kombat and whatnot. Give you an example. I will do my very absolute best not to move around a whole lot. So I'll be doing this as basic as I can of a playthrough, which is primarily going to consist of jump kicks. Jump kicks and sweeps, I'll be honest with you. And when I talk about stiff controls, basically what I noticed with this thing, if you don't push the exact motions you need, it will mess up. It will not do what you want it to do. For example, when I did that fatality just now, I had to hit exactly forward, down, forward, in high punch. I can't do that. I can't like roll it forward, down, forward, high punch. It'll just uppercut or something, or just straight puncher. So yeah, you have to actually hit the exact motions you want for it to work properly. Which is why every once in a while you'll probably see me accidentally do a jump kick straight up and down. That's because of that very thing I'm talking about. It's very stiff, but it doesn't hinder it. It's not bad. It makes it a lot harder to do a playthrough on a video though. Yeah, these games are absolutely gorgeous on here. So that's the faultiness of the Super Nintendo version. You can pretty much sweep your whole way through the game or jump kicks, which is very unfortunate. The most unfortunate thing about this game, though, is the controls. Controls are rough, guys. There's a little bit of a delay. You know, I'm just not hitting him at all, am I? There's a little bit of a delay. They just don't feel right. So the controls and the gameplay that's what this game lacks. If it had the gameplay and controls of the Sega Genesis version, man, this thing would have been the best home translation, hands down. Well, of course, it also had the blood, the fatalities, but step one, it needs to have the good gameplay and controls. Because this game visually is absolutely gorgeous. I love the way the Super Nintendo version looks. Not even gonna try. I'll be bumping all over the place like that. We're not even gonna try to make these hard ass texture might bonus stages work on the Super Nintendo. Such a hard time with those. Hey, maybe we'll get a reptile fight. Who knows? With the Super Nintendo version, you just have to get double flawless and do the fatality. You don't have to worry about any silhouettes flying across the room. I think we got it then. Yeah, usually, on the Sega Genesis and the arcade version, silhouettes have to fly across the moon back there, but not on here. So you just have to get double flawless and a fatality. So I've already been taking this thing with me around town, like when I have to wait anywhere for something, or especially like when I pick up one of my kids at school. There's like a 20 or 30 minute wait. It's perfect. This is absolutely perfect for that. I crack this thing out, makes the time pass, and also it's just fun to get my classic game on, Bro. There we go. Wasn't having it, was he? Alright. Mr. Kinhank. But yeah, at some point I still plan on doing a review for this little handheld. I already did I know I've already kind of told you a lot already, but I already did a kind of not an unboxing, but I did a little short where I got it in the mail a couple months back. But I plan on doing a full-fledged review at some point. Widow sweeps. It kind of makes this game broken, unfortunately. You can sweep him to death or jump kick him to death. Whereas every other version I know of, you can't really do that necessarily. I know it's cheesy, but hey, we're going for a 1 credit playthrough. Alright, we got next. Subs versus subs. Oops, thought I was gonna kill him. So Sub-Zero and Kano might be the exception to the rule about the sweeping. I think if you sweep them a couple times, they'll like Sub-Zero will slide at you after that, and then I think Kano will do his ball over your sweep and hit you. So those two might be the exception to the rule, but you can pretty much sweep the rest of your way through the game. Minus of course Goro and Shang Tsung. Well, in Shang Tsung morphs, you can still keep sweeping over and over again. Save that right there. He'll just do a little ball over your sweep after a couple times. There we go. Again, I'm sorry if I'm moving around too much. I'm trying to keep it as steady as I can. Let me do that. Oh. Again, stiff controls make it to where I do things sometimes I don't mean to do, like jumping up straight up and down, or like just that random kind of low kick I would do once in a while. Definitely not trying to do that. Oh no, no thank you. We'll skip it. Yeah, all those white spots you see on the screen, like all you like where it says test your might, that looks kind of whitish or very washed out yellow. Trust me, it's a deep yellow here in person. It looks very nice. Yeah, it's just the way it records sometimes. Just totally missed him. You know. Sphinx sweeping to death. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But, you know, they're kind of hard otherwise, so I guess it works out in my favor. Get that corner. That's great. Wow. I don't even think I was landed yet, and he already threw me. No shame. No shame. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I don't usually do the sweep him to death kind of thing. I usually find a way to get away from him and then just keep jump kicking him. But it's a little tough with this. I'm trying not to move my hands at all. Yeah, that was an ugly round. Oh, he's all about that, isn't he? Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that. Guess it works out. One of my favorite things about fighting Goro in the Super Nintendo version is he does not block your jump kicks very much at all. Like kind of like these guys here, right? But you know, when you think Goro, usually he'll block your jump kick and then like grab you and beat the crap out of you. But not in this version. You can just keep going back and jump kicking him over and over again. See, he starts to block it, but a lot of times he just won't block. He just takes the hit. He does block every once in a while. Yeah. There you have it, guys. Goro's a hell of a lot easier here than he is pretty much anywhere else. So all we have now is Mr. Shang. And that'll do it. Yeah, enough of it. He's like, no more, bro. Oh, turn the cage again. His mistake, not mine. Oh, that's something else the Super Nintendo didn't have. It didn't have the proper endings. Like, it just has Sub-Zero, for example, when I beat this game here in a second. It just has Sub-Zero just kind of jump out in the Warrior Shrine. And oh, that's beautiful, though. I love that. Oh, that beautiful color. Yeah, that's awesome. But he just jumps out in the Warrior Shrine, holds his arm up like that, and just it just shows the story, you know, his ending story scroll across. So that was also something the Super Nintendo needed, was the actual endings. But again, visually, in my eyes, Super Nintendo wins hands down. It's just, well, visuals and sounds pretty good, but everything else, yuck. Unfortunately. Could have been damn near arcade perfect if it had the right controls and you know, and the action fatalities and stuff like that, actual blood. There's our ending, guys. We'll let the credits play through. I'll talk about this a little more. But yeah, yeah, check this out. I think I got this on, if I'm not mistaken, I think I said AliExpress. I think that's where I picked it up at. And like I said, got a couple months ago. I've just been kind of waiting to, do a video at some point. But great little handheld. And I know I keep repeating it, but when you look at this, what you see on this screen on my phone here, it looks way better than this. I can't stress that enough. It's even more detailed in the colors, and like that white you're seeing of the words passing, scrolling through of the names. It's like bright, beautiful white, and the clouds are, and that blue in the back of the screen is very solid. It's not washed out looking like it kind of is. It still doesn't look bad on this video, but it looks even better, trust me, in person. So I know I keep saying that, but it's very important that y'all know that it looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm pretty much impressed with this little thing. I wish it was a little bit. They make some other ones that are a little bit wider, like maybe have like here, and they have a little bit wider screen because of that. Different brands. There's so many different brands of these out right now. So I may have should got one of those, but this one was super cheap. If I'm not mistaken, on AliExpress, I think it was like 30-something bucks, guys. And we're talking like, I mean, check this out. Let me back out this. We're talking like a total of 16,000 games, and they're all legit games. Oops, this is loud. Just the games are a little bit quieter. But yeah, again, all this is pre-installed. I didn't install anything, but we're talking like, let's see, get the very beginning. Even games like on the Sega Dreamcast and Sega Saturn, those work. For the most part, they're not. There may be a little bit of slowdown on some of them, but they work really well. So I'm very impressed. And same thing on the PlayStation. As you see, there's not very many of them, but the ones that are on there work pretty damn good. So all games, like it says, 16,000. What is that? 16,544. Crazy. A ton of games. But yeah, this little handheld is very impressive. I guess the only drawbacks, like I said before, is it's a little cramped, and also the controls are a little stiff. They work just fine. They're just a little stiff. You gotta, whatever you press, like if you're jumping towards somebody from the left-hand side, you gotta make sure you press that diagonal, or you'll accidentally just jump straight up. It's not a big deal. It's stuff that you should be pushing anyways, but it doesn't give you any leeway. You gotta push it perfect for it to work. So. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching today. I know it's kind of an odd late night video, but I wanted to get you guys just to kind of check this out and tell me your thoughts. But yeah, everybody have a great rest of your night, and we will catch you in the next video. Thank you.